from Winter Haven's Technobotics Academy, Andrew Hall and Christiana Nikolai. Now, you guys are the only academy that focuses solely on robotics, and you have one with you today. Kind of explain what goes on in the academy.
Well, in the academy, we are learning basically engineering geared towards robotics. Because the problem nowadays are we're having a lot of jobs coming back to America, more specifically Florida, and in the future they're not going to be filled because a lot of people aren't getting the skills for this. So currently there are about 60,000 unfilled engineering jobs geared for robotics.
Wow.
In about 5 years, there's going to be about 600,000. So, a group of people in the community, sheriffs, doctors, business owners, a wide variety of people realize, hey, we need people that can do this. So they funded and they really pushed to start this program at Winter Haven High School.
So I know in your booth today, they were talking about how you guys have a partnership with the local hospital. I wouldn't associate medical always with robotics. Can you explain that a little bit to me?
Well, with Winter Haven Hospital, there's a doctor there. He's world known. He's probably one of the best in the business. He uses a robot called the Da Vinci machine, and basically what it is, you're at a station and you're controlling claws that, either claws or different tools. So, we can now do surgery on such a level that has never been able to be done before. I mean, you can do whole surgeries in a area the size of my finger, the point of my finger. So it's really, really increased what we can do. And robotics is the future of the medical industry. I mean, everything from the surgery to even with pharmacy, they're working on a robot, kind of like a robot vending machine that you get your prescription, and while you're still at the office, you can input your number and it will give you your prescription and it will automatically fill it. So it's just more than a giant unit with arms that do surgery or move around and grab stuff.
Right.
Robotics is pretty much anything that can do a task over and over again without either human input, or it can do it for a human with human input. Kind of like a link through, I guess you could call it.
Okay. Now, Christiana, what is one of the things that you really enjoyed doing in this class? Is it the building or is it the operating? What is it that you really like to do and see yourself going?
I love the building, and I also love the wiring and programming because it's like a challenge. It's kind of like a puzzle. You can put it together and you got to figure out the exact way to put it together to make it work. And you can, change up the programming so different buttons on your remote can do different things, and you can make it autonomous. You can program it to go different places and to do different things, and so that's really interesting to me. It's like, it's not just, oh, you build it and you're done. It's like you can program it and you can program it again and again and again, and it's endless opportunity.
It is so cool seeing the things that you guys do with technology. Obviously what you have with you today. So thank you guys for coming and showing this to us. Thanks so much.
Well, this right here, this actually, it looks pretty simple. Most people think, oh, that's a simple little robot with an arm and claw on it. This actually will take you several hours to construct. And then there's programming, the wiring. And just designing one could take you over 10 hours of work.
Wow.
So it seems simple, but robotics, it's take into account all the physics and then all the differences in motors and wiring up different torque or speed, what you want, fitting parameters that you're given. It really gets challenging. And if you don't have the skill set for it, if you're not taught about all this, there's just no way someone could fill that.
Well, you guys have definitely become qualified in your academy.
Definitely.
Thank you for sharing this with me today.
Thank you for having us. It was awesome.